Uh, Now we'll see what is this arrays. So what is the purpose of arrays is, now for the example, if you in programming, if you want to define, say you define variables, no? So for the example, if you define variable, say var a comma b comma c comma d integer. If you define like this, actually, if you define A, B, C, D as integer, so what will happen is, in your computer memory, you will get separate memory locations like this. Say this is uh, A. So if it is B mean, again you get another, so another location for the B. B, okay. So 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'll change this 1 minute. Sorry for the delay. That now, if you define another variable called b mean, you get another box. Okay. Uh, Again, if you define another variable called c, then you get another box. Okay. Okay, like that. If you have another variable d, you will get a box here. So like that, you will get individually. So you will get individually separate memory locations when you are defining an individual memory variable. This part you understand? So you have separate memory variable. So what happens is, this part is clear. So when you define so A, B, C, D as an integer in the computer memory, you will get separate 5 boxes like this in the different variable name. So, but when you take as an array, what we do is, so we have only one variable name. So we'll say A, and these 5 boxes will be in continuously. Okay, these 5 boxes will be in continuous memory location. So this, say for the example, A is having 34, and this is having say 5, and this is having 3, and this is having 4, and this is having 7. Okay, this will say 9, right? So what happened is here, when you say you for this, we create an array called A, and first for this location we'll say 0. This is location is 0. So we give this location index is 0. And this will be 1. This will be 2, and this will be 3, and this will be 4. Okay. So these are called index. Okay. So these are called index. So then this array name is A, and this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are called 0, 1, 2, 3. For these 0, 1, 2, 3, we give a name as index. Okay. Suppose if I want to identify this location, say if I want to identify this location, say here, then we'll say that is A0. So we'll say that is A0. A0 we have put 9. You understand? So we have put A0, 9. Then if I want to put 5 here in this location, we'll say A1. You understand? So here A1 is 5. Clear? So then next location, so this is 3. So this is 3 and this is 4 and this is 7. So then how do you access these elements? So if you want to get the second location, 2 and 3. Again, if you say A3, it will be 4. Again, if you say A4, it will be 7. Okay, clear? So you understand this concept? So that means now when you say array mean, so array name mean each array name is contain same data type. Each element is identified by using an index. Okay, so we'll write a small note on the array now. So what you can say about array is, so an array is used to save data items of same type of same data type of same data type of same data type using single variable identifier name. Okay, so each element is identified by using index or subscript. Okay, now index is so you may thinking what is index. So these 1, 2, 3 are index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is index. Okay, so if I can, so you can see, I put this here. So you are clear, the array name is A. So that is, it is having 5 locations. So it is having 5 locations because 0 to 4 mean 5 locations. So A0, 9, A1, 5, A2, 3, A3, 4, A4, 7. Is it clear? Right. Now I'll ask another question now. Say sometime in your paper, they will give you an array like this. One MCQ question was like this. So here the array name is A. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are index. So here we have some content here inside the array you have value. Okay, this is what they gave with the paper, right? So this type of question. Now they are asking, so what is the maximum, what is the maximum value location? So if they give this diagram and if they ask you what is the maximum value location mean, what is the answer for this question? What do you write? What is the answer for this question?
A3.
Yeah, so the answer is A3. Okay, excellent, right? So the answer is A3. So here now, if you take in the past paper, say if you take 2022, if you take 2022, yes. Okay, now can you answer, say, so this question, 28th question. If you take, say, 28th question here in the paper, just if we can discuss this question now. So what is the answer for this question? So this question, what is the answer? The array name A holds the average price of an egg for each month of last year. Which array element contains the highest average price? What is the answer for this, sir?
A4.
A4, yes, correct. The answer is 2. Okay, that is A4. Okay, because you can see here. So this is the thing. So you can see this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So the array element mean that is A4 contain the maximum value. Okay, highest average price. Okay, so that is about the array basics. Okay, so we covered. So now, if you take your book, so now we have covered this part, right? So, how do you define? Next part is how do you defining? So defining the array in Pascal. So here we studied what is array and how the elements are stored, and what is index we have seen here. Now we'll study about defining. Defining a one-dimensional array. Okay, so defining one-dimensional array. Okay, defining one-dimensional array. So what is the syntax is? You have to have in a variable statement, var statement. So name of the array. So you have to say name of the array. So name of the array, colon, array. Say, you say first index dot last index. Okay, of. Then you have to say of data type. This is a syntax. So if you see the example in the book, what they give. So we say va, we say marks, array 0 to 9, 0 to 9 of integer. Okay, 0 to 9 of integer. So when you give this statement var marks array of 0 to 9 integer, what will happen? Okay, say if you take this here, so here if you take this this diagram, so if you see this one carefully, uh, 1 minute. So 1 minute. Okay. So we'll take this. Okay. Now, if you take this diagram here, hope you are clear. So now, so you have to understand each and every point here. So 0 to 9 mean how many values are there? 10. Because 0 to 9, 10. So the array length is 10. So 10 from 0 to here. So then it index, as I explained earlier, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are called indexes. So they have indexes. This spelling something wrong here. Indexes. So, okay, as I explained here, those are called index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So, okay. So, whatever the content, so the content will be inside this location. So, if you want to access this content, that is array name within bracket 8. Okay. Hope it is clear. So that's why they are giving this diagram. So you must understand clearly this diagram. So array length is 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, those are index. So when you want to access the array element, so the array name A mean you have to say A0. A0 mean this location content. Okay. So that is about the array beginning. So the basics here. Right. So now we'll go further. Okay. So now next part is attributes of an array. Attributes of an array. Okay. Now we'll see here. Carefully see this one. You see the elements of an array are positioned next to each other. Okay. So you see now here, the first the elements of an array are positioned next to each other. The index of an array is in sequential number is indicated with the array name in the square bracket. Okay. So you understand this array name is M0, M1, M2, M3, M4. Lowest index, and this is the highest index. So this is the first element is in the 0th location, fifth element in the 4th location. Okay. So are you clear this part? This part is okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So then I'll just quickly copy this Control A, Control C. Okay, right. So then, right. So then we'll move on to the next part. Here the size of the array example. So we'll take this and we'll so here now if you take this here, now you can understand here the size of the array you see now size of the array variable m array 0 to 4 of integer. You see this 0 to 4 of integer. Okay, that means it has 5 elements. So you see 0 to 4 of integer. So that it has 5 elements. So M0 to M4 it consists of 5 elements. Index is indicated in the square brackets. Okay, so this is the M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, so M4. So this is the index is given inside the square bracket. Okay, right. So then next part we'll understand. Okay. So here this part, right. So if you understand this part, so here variable x array 1 to 5 of integer, only data items which belong to the same data type can be stored in the array. So here if you say integer, only integer can be stored in the array. Okay, right. So now we will take this program here. Now here, entering the marks of 40 students into an array, and we'll see how we can do this in the Pascal programming. Okay, we are going to input 40 students marks. Okay, so 40 students marks, and we'll see how we are going to print that one. Okay, so now entering the marks of 40 students in the array. So for easy purpose, so to without doing the 40 students, entering the, we'll assume now we are going to input 10 students. Okay. So then if you understand 10, 40 also you can understand. Right. So how we are going to input marks to the array. Right. Now I will, so we are going to use the array to enter 10 students marks. So normally, if you are using without using arrays, how you can do this one? Any idea how you can store 10 students marks? How you can you answer this question? How you can store 10 students marks in Pascal? how you can store 10 students marks in the Rasker. How you can store 10 students marks in Pascal.
By making 10 arrays.
No, without using arrays, if you are doing, how you do it? So without using arrays, you want to store 10 students marks. How do you do it?
By repeating the
By having 10 variables, no?
Yes, sir.
So now you have to have 10 students marks mean normally what you do? Say now separately you have to have 10 variables. So A, B, C, D like that 10 variables you can have it. So but now we are going to use array. So how we'll see how we can do it. Okay, right. So now, okay, I am going to say I am going to write the program here. So what should I do in the variable section first? So now before starting my program, I have to go for the variable section. So what should I do now in the variable section? Wow. What should I define now? I have to define the array. So I'll say marks array. So I'll say marks array. So I want to store 10 marks. So then I'll say 0 to 9. 0 to 9 mean 0 to 9 mean 10 locations of integer. Okay. So now I have to repeatedly give 10 marks. So I'll say 4. I 0 to 9 do. Then I have begin, end. Okay. So here now, when you say, then you say write ln. So write ln, enter the marks. Enter the marks. Then you say read ln. So what we have to give inside the bracket? What is the command we have to give in the bracket? So what is the command we have to give inside the bracket? Read ln what? If you are using so without using arrays, if you are using A, B, C, D is a variable, then what is the value you give inside this read ln?
A.
A. But if it is an array, what you do?
0.
Come again, please.
0.
0. That's right. 0 is correct. But 0 is correct. 0 is a location. But you can't say 0 no, because 0 mean it only work for 0. Then commonly if you are saying, what do you say?
0 to 9.
Yeah, 0 to, yeah, correct. The loop is working for 0 to 9. So then if you say 0 mean first time it will fill the 0 one. Then second time also it is 0 no. So without saying 0, how do you say in the variable, in terms of variable? So we have to say marks. I have to say marks I. then what will happen? If you say marks I, carefully see here, marks I, then what will happen? So then very first time, this will work 0 to 9, no? So then it will take 0, mark 0. Carefully understand, this is a common, always this will come for your paper, okay? So they are carefully understand. If you don't understand, tell me, I'll do it again. This is, say, like this, there are 10 locations. So this is 0. So then this is, array name is marks. So the content is, how do you say? Marks 0, no? That you understand? First content, inside the content, how do you say? Marks 0. Then because I is 0, no? So this will get 0. Then marks 0. That means this location is mark 0. Yeah, when you can see here also. The Excel sheet, what we have done earlier, the initially. You see, this location is A0. You see A0. A0 mean inside that A0, what is the content? Again, A1 mean inside the box, what is the value? What is the content? So now here I am saying marks 1, marks 0. Then again, like that, marks 1, 2, 3 up to 9, it is filling one by one. Are you clear that part?
Yes, uncle.
So that mean, so always remember, this is exam. They will give you the partially completed program and you have to fill this one. So they will leave, they will keep this as a gap. Then you have to fill it. So always remember, because the marks is array name, I want to fill from 0 to 9. So initially 0. Then like that, the loop work 9 times. So then what will happen? So the loop will work 9 times, 0 to 9. 10 times it will work, 0 to 9. So 0, 1, 2, like that. So first time, what does it do? Mark 0. Then it will put the value, whatever you enter into this one. Like this, it will fill the boxes. Right. That is filling part. Okay. So that is, say, when you run this coding. Okay. Say, for the example, if you run this code. Okay. So if you execute this code, what happens? Right. There are mistakes. So here, not found I. So I have to define it. I integer. So because it is a I have to define I integer. Semicolon. So then I execute this. Right. Enter the marks. So say 3, I'll put 80, another marks 99, 2. Okay, so that's it. So after that, it doesn't do anything because only you are getting the marks. Okay, only you are getting the marks. Right. Now I want to see the, after that I want to see the array is filled. No? So after that I want to display the array. So after that I want to display the array. So how do you display the array now? How you display the array? For I is equal 0 to 9. I is equal 0 to 9. Do begin. So you have the begin, end. So how do you display the array now? Content. How do you, the entered content, how do you display now? So what is the command you will put here? So if you want to write anything, you have to go for write len. Write or write len. Right. So what do you give inside the box? What do you give inside the box? Yeah. So you have to say something, no? To print the array. What do you give inside the box?
Enter the marks.
No, enter the marks part that you have done it here now. So once you do this part, your array is filled with values. Now, so after you executing this line, this line, what will happen? The array is filled by the marks. Are you clear? Because after executing this line, the array is filled with marks. You see, enter the marks. Say now for the example, you see, you say now this is array, marks array. How many location? 10 location. 0, 1, 2. So I put only 5 here. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do you do here? When it's 0, so when it's 0, this will get mark 0. That means you enter the value that will be storing here. The second time, it is storing here. Again, it will storing like this. This part is clear?
Yes, uncle.
Yes or no?
Yes, uncle. Clear.
Right. So then I want to